Welcome back to another episode of the Checkmate Theory, where we talk about lifestyle, business, and making moves. I'm here today with a special guest, my brother, Ajwad Sidik. How you doing today,
Thank you
brother?
so much. I'm all good, man. Alhamdulillah, man. Literally, thank you so much for having me on the show.
My pleasure.
It's been a good minute. What's it called? I've been watching it since you did it. Sully, bro. I wanted to come. I wanted to come on, man. I wanted to come on.
Yeah, bro, we've been waiting for you to come on here
man.
for time, man. For a long
Man,
time.
glad to be on, though, man. Glad to be on, honestly, man. But yeah, man.
We're here now. So before we jump right in, can you introduce yourself to our listeners?
Yeah, man, definitely. My name's Ajwad. Well, many of you might know me as that guy Ajwad, which is my name on Instagram. You can find that guy Ajwad is probably here, innit? Yeah, man. But yeah, I post gym content on my Instagram and I have a YouTube as well. But yeah, that's me really.
Yeah, and it's Ajwad because he's that guy. He didn't name himself this. We named him that guy. So where are you from, brother? What's your background?
Yeah, man. So I was born and bred in Leicester. My family originally from Kenya, but generation before that, India. So yeah, yeah, man. But Leicester, I've always been in Leicester my whole life. 20 years. I'm 20 years old, so 20 years I've been in Leicester, man.
Good. And what's your expertise? So before you was a CEO, what were you doing before then?
So before then, I started business way before, while I was at school, while I was at college.
Yeah.
I actually launched Protreats whilst I was at college. And then after college, I didn't go uni and I just carried on with it.
Yeah.
And I just began to grow it. But I think my expertise are mainly within business.
Yes.
Like how would I explain it? Like the management side of it, like growing it and developing it to see what more it could become.
So the operations.
Yes, exactly.
So
that, man. Exactly. Strategic with my
that's why we got you on here today.
Exactly.
We can learn a thing or two from the way you do business. Could you tell us a bit more about what Protreats is to our listeners?
Yeah, man. So Protreats, what we do is we produce and we sell wholesale and retail our protein brownies. We started it back in, it was February 2018. That's when we originally started it. It's coming up to 3 years now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a large amount of places that we sell to, such as gyms, cafes, and also what's it called, meal plan companies.
Oh yeah.
So we've actually recently brought on about 4 of them in the last month because the gyms and stuff have gone down, but they're still active.
Very active.
We've been supplying to them as well. So they've been incorporating it into people's diet plans as well.
Yeah.
So that's been a huge increase as well whilst lockdown's been happening.
Wow. Yeah, I always get gassed when I will go into a shop and see Protreats there.
Yeah, really man. Honestly, man.
So how was the idea formed for Protreats?
The idea was originally, it actually started in Ramadan in 2017. I was so hungry that I sat there and I was like, I think I was craving like a protein bar or something.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to eat one though, because I was like, I don't like how it tastes. Yeah, man. So I was, sorry. This was after, after we broke fast. After we broke fast.
Yeah.
After we broke fast. And I was like, I really want a protein bar. I just went gym and I came back. I was like, but I don't like the protein bars. So I was like, let me just try create my own. That was it. And from that day, even during Ramadan, so me and my friend originally started it. Yeah. And we tried out so many different recipes. We sat there, we calculated it, like just the amount of numbers that we were just calculating and stuff.
Yeah.
It took a good long time to just come up with the recipe. So it took about 6 months to just come up with the recipe. Yeah. And then we got it tested. We got all of the flavors tested as well.
Yeah.
And then that's, I think it was February 2018 when we launched it. But the way we launched it, if I could go back in time, I would change a few things. That's the thing. Like the things with like the branding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We did it all ourselves. At the start, we did it all ourselves.
No
but
way.
At the start we did it all ourselves. But midway through, we rebranded. So now what you see is the rebrand.
Yeah.
But before that, there was a whole different branding where it was green and white.
It's a very strong
it didn't
brand,
really
man.
go.
Within
Thank you very
walking
much,
into a
man.
shop, it stands out.
Yeah,
Stands
man.
out.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much, man.
So what got you into the sports performance industry then?
Oh, well, so I was actually, when I was 14, I actually started gym. And my brother actually got me into it, my older brother. So I have an older brother that he's 25. But when I was 14, he was, how old is he? 5 years older, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, about 19 years old.
Yeah.
But he was already into it as well. So he was like, why don't you start training?
Yeah.
So that's when I started going gym. And even though it was illegal, because like you gotta be 16 to go to gym and stuff like that. Man. So I did a bit of a illegal thing there, but it was fine, man.
So if there's any other 20-year-olds listening and Ajwad is stronger than you, just know he has 2 years head start.
Leave me alone, man. But yeah, man, when I was 14, do you know what it was? It was the fact that I was so small as well. Like I was small and I walk in, and when I was 14, I deadlifted, what was it, like 140 kg? Like now I'm looking at it, like, okay, it's 140 kg, but back there as a 14-year-old, you're lifting 140 kg, like holding, and you're a little kid. Do you know what I mean? Like people are looking at you like, what the hell? What's going on?
Thinking, where did this guy come from?
Yeah, man. And then like 2 years later, like thinking about it from that point, and 2 years later, where I was 16 and I hit 230 kg deadlift, like they're like just in a matter of 2 years. And do you know what it was? Like even like just going to the gym, like the mental like gain that you get from it,
absolutely
helped a lot towards business side and a lot of like life things as well. So honestly, man, like that was one of the biggest like ways of me getting into the sports industry. Like, yeah, man.
That's really good to hear, man. So how has the lifting and just getting into the gym in an early age helped you with your mindset when it comes to business?
Well, the fear factor of like determination and just sticking out and being consistent. Like you have to be consistent at business the same way you have to be consistent at gym. Like the amount of hours that you put into gym, like if you're going for like 1.5 hours, 2 hours every single day, that comes up to about 14 hours a week. When you're thinking about like you're putting 14 hours into gym, why can't you put 14 hours into your business?
That's right.
No matter what you're doing in life, whether you're spending 6 hours in college or 6 hours in uni or whatever it is, like who's to say that if you're spending 2 hours at gym, you can't spend 2 hours on your business? Like you have no excuse to do it. Like, and just the comparison between the two is what actually made me put more time and effort into putting my time into business and stuff, and getting more out of it, man. But
that's really good, man. So just like the planning, the reps, just keep
man.
Every time you failed or dropped the weights, you just continue, pick it up. Even like convincing yourself to go to the gym. That's a job itself. And when you're having challenges in business, you're going to have to convince yourself some days because you're your own boss. There's no one saying you need to be in at 9 o'clock.
100%, exactly.
You have to set the intention the day before, wake up, bang on time, get ready, and go on your laptop or go to your office at 9 o'clock. Because the only person you're accountable is yourself initially.
It's yourself. Definitely, man. It's discipline at the end of the day, man.
Absolutely. And if you're not disciplined coming in on time, why would your employees come in on time?
Exactly, man. You gotta be the, how do I say it? Not the role model, but a role model in a way where you're how do I say it? Like the actions that you're taking, people are gonna follow that.
100%.
That's the thing.
100%,
man.
That's I couldn't put it out better myself. So how did you scale the business? So
the way we scale the business, we actually only started with one oven. We've got quite a few now, but when we started, we only started with one oven. And we actually started by we contacted one gym, but then the way we started to grow was we started to just contact more gyms, more cafes. We even stocked in a shisha cafe for not too long, but a couple of months.
Wow.
But even just popping into that market, even though it's not a fitness industry market or nothing, it would still sell. But when we started, we originally just contacted one gym, And it was actually from someone I knew. That's how we got the gym.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man. So who you know is a big thing, man, in business as well, man. Like it does matter what you know, but who you know plays a huge role as well, man.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we started with one oven. We started contacting one gym, and from there we just started contacting more gyms. And throughout Leicester, we got a lot of independent gyms, and then even started contacting out of Leicester, where now, well, during lockdown is when we started contacting people out of Leicester, because do you remember where that point where Leicester was in lockdown more than everyone else? Yeah, man. Yeah. So because other places were open, I was just contacting other places.
Yeah.
Now we've got like four gyms in Scotland, a couple in Wales.
Wow.
And yeah, man. Like, yeah. So alhamdulillah though, man.
Alhamdulillah.
But even then, that's when we started to pop into like we did gyms, cafes, and then even the shisha cafe.
Yeah.
Like even with shisha cafes, it was only for a couple of months that we were supplying to a few of them, but we realized that the gyms and cafes were seeing more sales. But even then, we started to pop into the retail. So we turned retail when lockdown happened, because all the gyms had closed. We started to adapt to that, and that's how we started to even scale it even more, man. Because now we weren't selling at wholesale pricing; we're selling at retail pricing.
Yes.
So it just grew even more, man.
It's really good. So what was the process like, and like outreach into these companies, these gym owners? What was that process like?
So within Leicester, it was quite simple. With Leicester, it was simple, just a quick message or an email, or I call them up straight away. Just call them, just be like, I want to have a sit down with you. We'll go from there. That's it. Yeah, and I would honestly just let the product speak for itself. That's all I'll do. Just go to the meeting. Give them the products to try, samples. And the thing is, I always believe if your product can win them over, there's nothing. At that point, you're sorted. Like it doesn't matter how
90% is done.
You're literally 99% there. Exactly that, man. Because if they like it, they know their customers are gonna like it. And even then, you bring in like little things where we've done so many different open days where we literally go there. I tell the gym owner, don't worry about anything. We'll set up a stall for you. We'll just give out free samples all day long. We just give out free samples. That's it. So even though it may cost us a bit in the long run, them customers that have had the free samples now will buy from the gym. So, like it's just a little thing where you're losing money, but then you're gaining money in the long term. That's what it is. It's just little things like that.
And
man.
You're helping the gym owners realize the potential of them selling the brownies.
Exactly. So they're winning, I'm winning, everyone's winning. That's it.
And all you're doing is sacrificing probably a day or a couple of hours. To prove that your product will sell itself. Exactly
that, man. Really because at the end of the day, they have membership people that have memberships. Maybe it's for a year, maybe it's for a direct debit. And they consistently go into that gym. They're not going to another gym. So if we give them free samples at that gym to their customers, they're gonna know about it. And now if they go to another gym and it's there, they're gonna automatically buy it from them as well.
Absolutely.
That's the thing.
It's like
so it's just a domino.
As a gym goer, if you get those type of perks, you're more likely to stay in the gym because you're number one, getting free stuff. Number two, you're getting exclusive protein treats that you can't find anywhere else.
100%, man. Exactly. Like even you can't just buy it from anywhere and everywhere. Like we don't sell to Asda and Tesco and stuff like that, where you can buy it from the supermarket. Even though that is something that we are thinking of right now. And tapping into. Currently, you can't buy it from there, so people are forced to go and buy it from these gyms, these independent gyms. And that drives more sales to them. Absolutely. And that gives them even more reason to buy from us, man.
Bro, if my gym was selling Protreats, I'll be there every day. So instead you have gyms that sell your product in Scotland, how did you reach out to them?
So with them, it was a bit of a different process. So with them, I've never actually been to any of the gyms that we supply to there. All of that was through online.
Yeah.
And this is literally the power of an online, of an online presence. Like if nobody's got an online presence, I urge someone to put your business online. Like just have it out there and just have yeah, man. Because it happened because it was one person that bought it from Scotland. Sorry, that came from Scotland to a gym here,
Okay.
and they owned a fitness shop in Scotland.
Wow.
And so they went back, they contacted us, and they were like, "Yo, we want it." And from then, from that one shop, gym owners go and buy their stuff from there. So they automatically wanted it as well. So
Okay.
they were forced to just contact us directly to get a wholesale pricing.
Wow.
So it was
The
actually
product is
just
so good that other gym
it,
owners
it
are
just
wholesaling
it,
it as well.
exactly, man. So
Wow.
it's crazy because um so when that happened, it's like I didn't actually have to contact the Scotland ones for the first two, and then after that I was like, wait, there's already people in Scotland that are buying from us. Let
Yes.
me contact more gyms. So
Yeah.
that's what I did, and now there's a few of them and all I do is just post it in package, send it off, and it's the easiest ones. It's the easiest
Yeah.
ones.
Because
No hassle, nothing like that.
yeah, because I was in London when I ordered from you
Hmm.
as well. So even
Yeah,
the
yeah.
delivery
Exactly the
was so
process.
quick. I DM'd you
Yeah.
2 days. Yeah, 2 days
Man,
prior,
thank
and
you,
then
man.
bam, the next 2 days, I delivery at my
Thank you,
door,
man.
and it was in a
Yeah,
box. I was
man.
thinking,
Thank you, man.
what did I order? It was so quick. I was thinking, what did I order?
Yeah, man.
Boom, 10 pro
That's
treats.
good, man. That's good, man. Honestly, that's good, man.
No, bro, it's brilliant,
But
brilliant.
thank you
Anyone
so much,
that's
man.
on this call and would like protein treats and you're an avid gym goer, I definitely recommend Pro Treats. There's
Yeah, man.
so
Thank you
many
so
different
much, man.
flavors, Oreos, orange flavor,
This,
coconut topping flavor,
yeah,
so
man.
many different
There's about
flavors.
11. Yeah, there's about 11
Yeah,
flavors
you
altogether.
can never get bored
So
of something that tastes that good.
thank you
Um,
so much, man. Thank you so much.
that's absolutely fine, brother. And so, were there any tough challenges since starting your business, and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, man. Sorry, did you say when you were starting the business?
Just since the start of the
Just
business.
this since
Every,
the start.
every
So,
business is
um, I,
to be a
yeah, man.
challenging time. But what's most
Yeah, man.
important is how you overcame them and the lessons that you gained
Exactly,
from
man.
that. And that's what
Exactly, man.
what we're trying to find out today.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Like, I think one of the biggest challenges I think was like the recent thing, man. The recent
Yeah.
pandemic, man.
Yeah.
Because first of all, it came at a time when nobody expected. It just came randomly.
Out of nowhere.
February was normal, and then all of a sudden you hear about this virus, and everyone's thinking like, whatever, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's nothing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, lockdown, March, everything's closed. You're like, wait,
Yeah.
what? Do you know what I mean? And it was at such a point where we had where we had a kitchen unit as well,
Yeah.
and there was a lot of outgoings.
Yes.
Because we were continuing to we were investing everything back in. So when that came along, and then we had all the gyms closed, we're thinking, oh, what? And at this point, we had no retail presence. Everything was just wholesale. We're
Yeah.
just doing wholesale, just wholesale. So as soon as all of these places closed, we're thinking, oh my god, we've got no retail presence. We've got there was no menu. There was like for individual people.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my god, now we have to adapt to this. So in a matter of a couple of days, we created a quick menu, pricings. We had everything structured, and then we just started to promote that. And from that, I think at the beginning of COVID, that's when the sales were picking up really, really quickly, because at that point we adapted so quickly that from the wholesale pricing to the retail pricings,
Yeah.
where it was as if, I think it was like a month after, where it was as if nothing changed. It was as if nothing changed.
Wow.
So even though the sales dropped, the amount we're making was still the same. So it leveled out. But I think but then that's only because people were spending like crazy.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Only because
if they try something, a product that's so good, if they can't get
exactly,
it,
man,
they're gonna find ways to get it.
Exactly, man. And like, even though that's the thing, because the gyms had closed,
Yeah.
and a lot of people had stopped going to the gym then. I was one of them. As in stop training at home as well. That's the thing, because at home it's completely different to at gym. I think
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, man. What's it called? So even then, I think, for the first month, everyone was training at home, thinking, oh yeah, lockdown's only going to be like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
and then you hear, oh, another month, it's another month, and then it just demotivates you. Like, when is everything going to open?
Yeah.
That's where, even in the time I stopped training myself, I actually stopped training for a period of time where I was like, what's the point right now? Because everything's closed. It's not the same at home.
Yeah.
I wasn't, it wasn't getting to me mentally. So I was like, when it opens, I'll go back. And exactly, that's what exactly I did. But I think when the second lockdown happened,
Yeah.
I was like, no, this time I'm going to be consistent with my training, even at home. And
Yeah.
that's what I've done, man.
And
But
that's what's important, man.
yeah,
Especially
man.
with your
Yeah,
like busy
definitely, man.
schedule. Like, finding
Exactly, man.
time to do like just, bro. I love
100%, man.
starting my mornings, especially mornings, working out or doing boxing or anything like that. Because once you do something so tough in the morning that has a massive
100%, man.
toll on your body, you'll put 100%
Easy, so much,
everything
man.
else because it's so easy to do. You've already done the
100%, man.
at the start of the day, and
Definitely, man.
I do definitely recommend that to everyone else as well. So,
100%, man.
Ajwad, what resources helped you along the way? Were there any specific books, anything that you learned from through business, or any mentors that you had?
Bro, honestly, my peers, man, like the people around me, like it's so underestimated, but I learn from them and I challenge myself to keep improving daily.
Wow.
Just because of how well they're doing, and everything they're doing just makes me want to like, it's like a friendly challenge. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like you're doing well. I want to do well as well. Like,
Yeah.
you're making that much. I want to do. I want to have that as well. Like,
Yeah.
and it's constant improvement though. And it's not even like, it's nothing to do with like jealousy or nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's honestly like, I pray for your success. I pray for everyone's success.
Yes.
But I want to do well as well. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
same way I want to see you do, I want to do well as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know how much graft that people around me put in. And their graft only inspires me to do even more, man, and want to work harder.
That's absolutely
But yeah, man.
That's great that you said that. Usually people say books or courses. So, bro, it's a
Man,
blessing to hear that.
the,
And
the best knowledge is around you, man. That's the best bit.
yeah, absolutely. So, what I would advise anyone listening is to hang around people that inspire you, just the way that
Always.
Adwad's friends inspire him. Because if your friends were complacent or just focused on FIFA or just going out, partying, whatever, you would be the fifth or sixth person that's going to be interested in that. But because your friendship circle is fully dedicated on building a better future, you're more inclined to do that. And it's always good to hang around with people that are way ahead of you in their journey.
Always.
Because you're forever playing catch up until you're not playing catch up anymore. And then you're inspiring them.
Exactly, man.
Really good. Really good.
Exactly, man.
And so who are the three most influential people to you in your life?
Ooh. You know what? Like, just bouncing back from the other question.
Yeah.
Like just to carry on with that as well. If I would, I'm influenced by all the people around me. That's one of the biggest bit.
Yeah.
But if I was to detail down to three people, I would actually have to say four. Two of my closest friends.
Yeah.
I've known them for about 10 years. And I would say that without them, I wouldn't be the person I am today. That's the thing.
Bro, you can say
it's
their
like,
name. I'm sure they'll hear this. I'll cut it and I'll send it to them.
No, you know, I'm not going to say none of them. I'm not going to say the names, man.
Nah.
That's it, man. But what's it called? But even like, they've seen me grow from businesses I've had before Protreats.
Yeah.
And like, when I started, like, my first my actual business when I was 14 was a carpet cleaning business.
Oh wow.
Which went really well, but I stopped it because my machine broke. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but that was it. But and then I just wanted to do other things, and it just carried on, man. But they've seen all of that. That's the thing. And the mistakes I made back then, I was getting schooled by my friend, like that I've known for until today. But that's probably one. The second one, my brother, he got me into training. He got me into the fitness industry. The third would be probably my dad, because he allowed me to take risks freely. That's the thing. Like, he taught me how to be independent and just think for my own and do my own. That's it. Like, for example, if you want to take that risk, you go ahead, you go do it. If there's consequences, you deal with the consequences. That's the thing. So,
that must
and it gives you that
because
confidence to
you
carry on.
learn that from an early age as well.
Exactly,
Because
man.
that's what life is
Exactly,
all
man.
about, taking risks. But because your
Exactly.
dad let you do
Always.
that from an early age, now that you're a master at doing that, you can
Exactly, man.
take risks.
Alhamdulillah, man.
If it goes your way, great. If not, you can learn how to quickly come up with the solution.
Always. Always, man. Always. Always, man.
So you said
But
4. So is there a last one?
so, no, sorry. The two friends, and then one,
Okay.
and then one, man. Yeah,
Okay,
man.
that's good. That's good. That's good. All right, brother. So we're gonna come to the last few questions. These are just fun
Fine,
questions,
man.
just to
Yeah, man. No worries,
see,
man.
uh, just to see what your answers will be like.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Obviously, inspire for the future and for our listeners to understand more about who you are. So I ask this question all the time. If
Go
you
on.
had 100 million pounds right now, how would you spend it?
100 million. Oh, well, you know, I'd split it up into like different sections. But I definitely invest into like property development. That's one of the biggest things I definitely invest into. But apart from like the whole business side of it and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I'd invest into people as well. But not only people, but like I'd give back. And of course, no doubt put it into charities and stuff like that. But not even put it into charities, but actually go out there. If you have 100 million, you're going to get on a plane. You're going to go to the place. You're going to hand out the money.
Yes.
You're going to actually build the wells. You're going to do this. You're going to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going to do things for other countries, man.
Yeah, that's right.
That are less fortunate. But back to the other point, like of course that would happen. But one that I want to talk about is investing in people. Like I've met so many different people with crazy ideas.
Yeah.
But they were never brought up with the money and the funding or being given that kind of money.
Yes.
So, and if money was available to them, well, the sky's the limit, man. Like, it's not the limit, man, because like some of these individuals have like the craziest ideas, man, and crazy ideas that would work. And it's a shame that they don't have access to like the money, like that would essentially, like, for example, Trump, what's the famous thing he said? My dad gave me a small loan of $1 million. You know what I mean? Like, see what I'm saying? Like, say someone with his mentality, like his, like, I'm not saying he's great, but he's a man at what he does, like business wise and stuff like that. You know what I mean? He's got money to show for and everything.
Yeah.
But if someone else had that with that knowledge, bro, that man's bloody president, like was president. You know what I mean? Like, crazy, man.
Absolutely.
It's crazy, man. But 100 million would do too much. 100 million would do a lot, man. 100 million would do a lot.
Yeah. Well, hopefully soon you can look back at this video when you get 100 mil. Okay, now I know how to spend
man. Inshallah, man. Exactly, man.
And that will bring me to my next question. What does the future of Protreats look like?
Well, currently, gyms are opening on the 2nd, hopefully.
Yeah.
So get back into there, start selling again. I want to have more of a retail presence. We're going to be launching the website very soon as well. And I want to get into more cities that we haven't touched, such as London as well. We've got no places in London. That's one of the biggest ones. Yeah. But London is like 4 different cities itself. So definitely getting into London, man. That's probably like the next thing that I'll probably do, man.
That's great, man. That's great. And tell us what your favorite book is and why.
You know, it's one that I read back in 2016 or 2017. It's called 50 Secrets of Self-Confidence. And what it actually made me do, so when I started college, I just read it. And the book says something about meeting people and stuff like that. And my confidence was all right, but I wanted to improve it because I was entering college and I didn't know anybody. My best friend, he went to a different college. Like the one I was talking about before, he went to a different college, man. So I was like, okay, what do I do? So every single day, I gave myself a challenge to meet 5 new people every single day. Whether that's me just walking up to them in bus stop saying, hey, what's your name? Just randomly. And that's literally what I did every single day, man.
So what's one big takeaway that you took from the book?
It actually helped towards my lifting in the gym. Like, because when I'm going to lift a heavy weight, confidence, honestly, that book played a huge part in the lifts that I did after that, man. Wow. Definitely, with the breathing, with the focus, and yeah, man, honestly, That was probably one of the biggest takeaways, man.
I'm definitely going to read that. What was the title again?
50 Secrets of Self-Confidence.
50 Secrets of Self-Confidence. I'll definitely pick that up.
It's a yellow book. It's a yellow cover.
Yellow book.
I'd honestly recommend anyone to read it, man. Anyone that's watching.
That's really good, man. And what is your advice to anyone looking to start a business?
Just start, man. Honestly, like we were talking about risks earlier. There'll always be risks. There'll always be risks. But what you gotta understand that there will always be risks, and if it doesn't work out, it was never meant to work out. And if it doesn't work out, there's always things to better it and improve it. You'd rather focus on the positives than the negatives, and take the risks, because at the end of the day, no one will make that decision for you. Nobody will make that decision for you. And yeah, man, honestly, just start somewhere. That's the thing. Wherever you start is the best position, because you'd rather start it than sit there and just contemplate all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're in it, you're in it. Then you focus on just keep going forward.
Yeah.
Instead of just thinking about it all the time and just hoping for it.
Yeah.
You'd rather just be quiet and just do it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that, man.
And the best way to learn how to run a business is by starting one. Look,
yeah, great trial and error, man.
Yeah,
trial and error.
Great CEOs.
Trial and error, man.
Started businesses in the past, just like Ajwad started the carpet cleaning business. That didn't go to plan because his machine broke.
Exactly, man.
The success of that one as well.
Exactly, bro. Do you know what's crazy? Like, I look back at it now, and I'm thinking of doing it again. Like, but on a whole different level. Like back then, it was Gumtree ads and just guerrilla marketing and literally just posting ads. But now, honestly, the way I'd do it and the way I'd go about it, like employing people and other stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'd take it so much further than I did before, man. And I can do it right now. That's the thing. Yeah. And like, there's nothing stopping me.
Unless you went there and actually cleaned the carpets yourself.
Exactly, and did it.
See more.
Exactly, man.
Because you was that person. Now you can help other people.
Exactly, man. Literally a 14-year-old kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so, man, exactly that, man. Exactly, man.
It's great what you learn from the past, like not failures, but like
always, man.
Past business. Always. All the past businesses, all the experience you've learned from there, you're putting it into this new thing you're working on, this current business.
Exactly, man. Exactly, man.
Yes, that's a great advice. Ajwad said, just do it.
Exactly, man. Thank you, man. Just do it, man. Just do it. Just start. That's it. That's what you gotta do.
Absolutely.
Honestly, man, that's literally it, because you can't teach someone you can't teach someone everything. There's too much to it, and we will always be learners. We will never know everything. We'll never know everything. Yeah. And that's the best advice you can tell someone, because just start, because you will go through the trial and errors. That's the thing. Yeah. Like, I can teach you what to avoid and stuff, but I can't tell you what to do.
That's right.
That will only happen once you start.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man.
Get started, boom. You won't regret it in the future. But if you leave it 10 years later, I think
never.
Only I've done this.
Never, man.
And that's what we want to minimize, the early moments. But yeah,
exactly, man.
Great.
Exactly, man.
Where can our listeners connect with you online?
No worries. Okay, so my personal Instagram, at that guy Ajwad, with the business side, Protreats _ but make sure you're following my personal. Make sure you're following my personal Instagram, because I will actually be launching a new business within the next month or two.
Nice.
So yeah, man, just keep updated on that. Cool. And yeah, man, stay connected
on our next podcast episode. Hopefully, we'll record again and see the progress you've made in this one.
Man. Always, yeah, definitely, man, definitely.
That brings me to my last question, the most important question of this episode. What is your checkmate theory?
So my checkmate theory would actually be talk to everyone and build good relationships. It's the people that you know that will help you with the right things at the right time. The same way you're good at something, you're not the best at everything. The people around you know more than you, always. That's the thing. Like the someone next to you might know something that you don't.
Absolutely.
And it's the people, them kind of people that will build you up rather than build you down. The thing is, if you're always surrounding yourself with people that know less than you, I'm not saying that you know everything, but if you're surrounding people with people that are just doing the same thing every day or just not trying to improve themselves,
Yeah.
what's it called? You're always like, and if you ask them a question, they're not going to know. But someone else might be good at accounting, someone else might be good at sales, someone else might be good at marketing, like different things. And you will never be good at all of it. That's why you bounce off them, you learn from them, you take that from them. And that's something that gives me the strategic advantage of going forward and taking action, man. Because without them people, like, yeah, man, you just gotta use them resources, man. That's
Absolutely
it, man.
brilliant.
Always.
So learning from the people around you in their
People around you and building
expertise.
relationships, man. Definitely,
Wow.
always, man. Always.
Great.
Like, just the more people that you talk to, the more people that you build relationships with, the more of an advantage that you have. Because now you know more people.
100%.
More expertise, man. Like
more
it's
people
just
you
the
can learn
network.
from.
Networking.
That's
Networking is the biggest thing, man, of business, I think. It's like who you know, like what you know is important. Don't get me wrong. But who you know, like it will help you so much. It will help you so much. And I
Absolutely.
think that's probably the best thing I'll say, man.
All right. Thank you very much, Ajwad.
No worries, man.
Definitely urge everyone listening to go check out Protreats, and that's at Protreats _ and follow Ajwad himself because he is going to launch a new business soon, and that's at that guy because he's that guy at that. Thank you very much for listening and take care.
Man. Take care, man.